we have created two control points, okay, and let me double click this. So if I move this control point, the line follows this control point, and if I move this, the line follows as well, okay. So now what I want to talk about first is a positioning issue. Okay, let's say if I add a line over here. Now if I select this line, can you see it move a little bit? Okay, it moves a little bit. Alright, so if you can't see it, let's try to increase the stroke width of the line. So under inside the function, start adding line. Okay, so when we add the line, let's say this is 10 over here. Alright, and let's add the line. So if I select this, it moves a little bit. Now, why is this so? Okay, well, it has something to do with our other function, okay, the update new line coordinates. Okay, so when we update the new line coordinates, all right, the line object will be updated to its new x1, y1, x2, y2 values over here. Okay, now let's do a little bit deeper look into the original values before it has been set to these new values for the object, and let's look at the new values as well, okay, and compare them. All right, so what I mean is, let's console.log, okay, the original x1. Okay, so it will be the object.x1 over here. All right, and let's just copy this. Oops, paste it over here. All right, so this would be y1, this will be x2, and this will be y2. So this will be y2, x2, y1. Okay, so this is before I set the object to its new x and y coordinates. All right, now let's console.log the new x and y coordinates after I have set this. All right, so this is no more original, this would be called new. Okay, new, so just change all this. All right, okay, so let's see the console. Okay, let's add a line over here, and let's select this. All right, okay, so over here, our original x1 is 438. Our new x1 is 443, so it's 5 more. All right, our original y1 is 376. The new y1 is 381, so it's 5 more as well. Original x2, 805. New x2 is 810. 5 more again. Original y2, 170. New y2, 175. So 5. The difference is always 5. And where did this 5 come about? Well, it's actually the thickness of the line. Okay, well, as a matter of fact, it's actually half of the thickness of the line. Okay, so we actually have to go back to the original x coordinates. All right, and in order to do that, we have to subtract half of the thickness of the line. All right, so for all this over here, x1, x and y coordinates, we have to subtract the object's stroke width, okay, divided by 2. All right, so we have to subtract half of the thickness for all of them. All right, and same thing for the new line coordinates. We have to do that as well. All right, so let's say if we do this, let me remove all of this. We do not need this anymore. And let's see whether the line still moves. Okay, I select this. and as you can see, the line does not move anymore. All right, so I can select again. It does not move. Okay, so now we can actually change back the thickness of the line. So we can go to start adding line over here. So the stroke width should be 3. All right, now the next part that I want to talk about is the removal of this control points. So let's say if I have the control points over here and I want to, let's say I adjust the line first and I want to remove it. So one way is to just click outside when there's nothing. All right, so I just click outside, the selection will be cleared and the two control points will be removed. And the other way would be to select this line and the control points would be removed. All right, so I'll be talking about the first way, okay, where I just click outside, okay, and the control points will be removed. The other way I will talk about it in the next video. All right, so we need an event which is the selection cleared event, and we can add it, okay, with the object moving event. All right, so since we can add it together with this, all right, we can rewrite this in this way. So object moving, this would be one of the event, and the other event would be the selection cleared event. Okay, and we name this remove pointers. All right, so let's do some coding for this remove pointers function. Remove pointers. And since we want to remove the pointers when the selection is cleared, okay, and the pointers are pointer 1 and pointer 2, we have to identify, okay, we have to get these two objects on the canvas. And what we do first is to get all the objects. So canvas.get all the objects, then dot for each of them. All right, so O represents the object. So if, okay, if O.id, so it means the object's ID is equals to, let's say, pointer 1. All right, so we actually gave the pointers IDs. All right, pointer 1, pointer 2. Okay, so if the ID is pointer 1, or the ID of the object is pointer 2 over here. Okay, we remove them. So canvas.remove, all right, remove O, okay, the object. All right, and we can request render all over here. So dot request render all. All right, let's check this out. So I have my line, I deactivate, let's say I move my line, I add the 2 points, I move the control point. Okay, let's say I want the line to be like this. So I click outside and the 2 pointers are removed. Okay, but there is a slight issue. All right, now if I want to add back the 2 control points, I double click. And as you can see, we do not have the control points. Now, why is this so? All right, okay, going back to our code. Okay, so if we double click on the line, the 2 pointers are added. Okay, in this line of code over here, we add these 2 points and then we discard the active object. So the active object that we discard is the line object. Now, since we discard this active object, the selection cleared event would be fired off. And because of this, we remove the pointers. Okay, all the coding in the remove pointers function will be executed. So this, okay, defeats the purpose, okay, of adding the pointers. All right, because we add the pointers, we discard the line object, and because of that, the selection clear event is fired off and we remove the pointers again. All right, so we have to rectify this. So instead of discarding the line object, okay, what we can do is to set active object, okay, and we set one of these two pointers to be active. So let's say pointer 2, okay, but it can be pointer 1, it does not matter. So there is no selection cleared event being fired off, okay, because instead of discarding any active object, I set another object that would be active. All right, so if I do this, I add the line, I double click on the line, so I can move. All right, I can move the pointer, okay, and I click outside, so the pointer is gone. All right, so I double click again. As you can see now, the pointers are added back again. Okay, it's because selection cleared event is not fired off. All right, so in the next video, I will talk about the other way. Okay, so clicking on the line itself and the two pointers would be removed. All right, so see you soon.